KALB. This is a First Alert forecast.
Well, as we go later on into this evening, our storm energy will be increasing at least some. You'll see it does stay on the low to medium side. The green is kind of the lower, the yellow there, the medium. And as we go past midnight, that's when that energy really starts to decrease. And really, we're done with any kind of severe threat by maybe 3 o'clock or so at the latest. Of course, we'll walk through that timing here in just a moment. Right now, I want to show you those current temperatures out there, upper 50s and lower 60s. But despite the cooler weather just to our northwest, out kind of toward the state line there near Shreveport, some storms that are still strong to severe out there right now. The rest of us, though, looking at 60s and 70s. And of course, we get to check that radar here in just a moment. There is slightly drier air, though, as you go toward our northern parishes. Those dew points there in the mid to upper 50s. Things a lot more moist and muggy. As you head down further to the south, you'll see dew points there in the upper 60s to lower 70s. So as we go through the night tonight into tomorrow, that cold front, it's going to wait a little while to move on through. So it doesn't actually move through until later on in the morning hours tomorrow, but we will not keep rain around for that whole time. In fact, like I said, our rain threat really wrapping up for most of the area by about 3 to 4 a.m. at the absolute latest. Temperatures tonight stay warm. Again, we stay very humid out there. Stay in the mid to upper 60s overnight tonight. Right now, when you look at our tornado watch map, we've got one tornado watch out just for Sabine Parish, and it runs through 7 o'clock tonight. But we just got word from the National Weather Service. They're the ones that put out our watches and warnings. They're coordinating with the national office right now on an additional tornado watch. No word on who that might include just yet, but don't be surprised because that is expected to come down here within the next half hour or so. So First Alert satellite radar. Here's a look at things on a regional view. These yellow boxes here, you see that one out toward Shreveport. You see another one there kind of near the Nacogdoches, Texas area. Those are our 2 severe thunderstorm warnings associated with the main line. That whole line is not severe warning. I expect that to be the case as we go through the rest of the night tonight. As that line moves into our area, there may be a section or two that's strong to severe, but not the whole line. Not all of us going to be dealing with that severe weather. So First Alert radar, you can actually see it a little bit better, just how intense that rainfall is with this storm. Wind gust up to 60 miles per hour possible. Even with that storm just north of Lufkin, there's the chance for a brief spin-up tornado. The wind's pretty strong with that storm coming across the state line there into Shreveport. Still going to be a couple more hours, though, before we see that line of storms move through our area. We're actually going to skip past our rainfall forecast. Generally expect maybe ½ an inch to 1 inch of rain here in the coming hours. Still have that slight risk for severe weather across the entire area. That's a level 2 out of 5 on the severity scale. And that slight risk is in place because of the elevated threat of damaging winds primarily. Also the chance of a brief spin-up tornado. The hail threat is low, but it's not zero, so do want to emphasize that as well. So here's Futurecast as we go through the next couple of hours, 8 to 9. Here's that main line of storms getting closer to us in central Louisiana. It continues pushing further to the south and east. By the time we get to about 11 o'clock tonight, that's when it's getting closer to us in Alexandria. You'll notice parts of this line look a little bit stronger compared to others. 2 a.m. though and beyond, that's where things really start to wind down. And some of you, especially that southeastern corner of our area, might not even see rain at all. So this is not a everybody sees severe weather type of event. We all need to have that safe place ready to go and have a way to receive warnings that you can act if a warning is issued. Right now, things pretty calm here and quiet over at England Air Park. Again, those rain chances going to pick up here in the coming hours as that line moves through. Beyond that, once that line moves out, rain chances low through Black Friday. They do start to pick back up, though, as we head toward the weekend and into the start of next week. We'll be dry after this line passes through, but winds will be gusty tomorrow. Expect gusts between 15 and 20 miles per hour, not just Tuesday, but Wednesday as well. Here's a look at your First Alert 7-day forecast. Once these storms get out of the way, things looking very nice. Of course, a little bit warmer for your Tuesday. We really start to feel the effects of that front, though, by Wednesday with high temperatures in the 60s.
Back to those temperatures like at the very end of October. Looking forward to that.
Me too. I'm looking forward to these cooler temperatures now. We just got to hope they stick around for a little while.
That's the key. Well, thanks, Jake.